Hi, everybody. Welcome to the...
He's gonna murder you. By
You shouldn't have told me you was doing my shit. I'm like, oh, yeah? All right, challenge accepted.
Story's going down.
All right.
He's a Malkavian. He does it because he's crazy.
Should we...
Just start. For the love of God, just start.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Botch Pit. Yeah, we're all here. We actually have a new player with us. So, we'll go around. We'll start with... We'll go clockwise. Go ahead.
What's up? It's Lenny. I'm playing Bartleby, who is a Gangrel Enforcer.
Hello, this is Brad. I'm playing Alexander Stein, who is currently half dead as a Ventru.
It's now time to play Win Stein's Eyeball.
Yes!
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm agitated.
I thought you said your name was Nick.
I'm playing Voltaire.
What is Voltaire?
I'm Malkavian.
Okay, what's his role here? What is he doing?
It's been a while. I think
He sounds like he's been on
He's an advisor
he's an advisor. That's
that
what he is.
Brad's sire put in position to assist with his acclamation to Kindred Society before you all fucked everything up and he lost an eye.
Yeah, that's what I am.
You should have advised him, hey, don't lose an eye. Maybe things would have gone differently.
I'm going to advise it to him now.
All right, thank you. Better late than never.
I mean, hindsight's 2020.
But not his vision. Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, I'm Jill. I'm new to the game. I'm playing Evelyn, the Bruja of the group.
Every time I hear Evelyn now, I think of Evie from Resident Evil 7, though. I won't lie. It's just there. Evelyn! Now everybody goes to go back to the way things were. All right, anyway. So it's been a while. We've kind of... Vampire fell to the side for a little bit. Everything kind of, bounced back and forth. We played the zoo campaign for a while. And we're picking back up.
We played it for one session.
We played it for... Has it been that long?
Yeah,
Yes.
It's been a while.
Well, we did the mage. And then we did, 2 zoo sessions, didn't we?
We did one zoo
We
session.
did one zoo.
One zoo,
One zoo, one hunter.
one zoo, one hunter, one mage. Okay, so we have.
But the hunter and the mage weren't recorded.
No, but I'm saying, but we've done them. There have been... All right, so where we picked up last session, long story short, they ran into a hunter in an alley. Nick and Lenny ran. Brad's character came out like, hey, guys, what's going on?
We didn't run.
Yes, you did. We covered this 15, 20
I
minutes
had
ago.
to carry him out of there.
After he got hurt. But you ran up the fire escape. It went up to the roof.
Nope, different alley.
Yeah.
I walked
Didn't you
out...
try throwing a dumpster at him?
Yes.
That was when Nick and I were stupid and we're talking out in public about our powers.
No, I had
Back
just
when?
come up, I had just left my sires after getting a lashing, and that's when he cornered me by myself.
Certainly wasn't an eyelash.
The hunter's name
now
is
I only have
Vengeance
half
and
of those.
Retaliation.
What was that?
The hunter's name is Vengeance and Retaliation.
And then Nick and I stumbled upon it and
Yes.
got him out of there.
After being trapped in the alley.
And we
And all of
weekend
this
at
came
Bernie's
about,
him.
all of this stuff, all of these dramatic moments, all of this came around simply because Lenny's character, Bartleby, and... What's your Malkavian's name?
Voltaire.
Voltaire, were walking down the street around homeless people talking about their powers.
That's right, I did write, don't talk vamp in public.
You really should have had to write that down.
You know what? I'm gonna underline it, just so everybody remembers.
It's me.
I'd underline that twice. That's one more underline than eyes you have.
That's right.
We're just gonna be making a lot of eye puns, aren't we?
The jokes are going to be as deep as his depth perception.
It's my excuse to wear an eye patch.
He's actually, just so everybody knows, all right, hold on. Who has their phone on them?
I got it.
I know,
All
we
right,
need
take a picture of
this.
Brad right now. Because I want people to see that Brad permanently lives like he's LARPing 24/7. So, some stadie's going to pull him over to give him a ticket for some reason, like a taillight's going to be out, and he's just going to throw crumpled up paper and be like, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, magic missile, magic missile.
Because
The
those
worst part
don't
is
miss.
you know magic missile is actually a D&D term. That's what hurts.
Oh wait, are we gonna?
Yeah, that's great. I like that. That's a good one. All right, yeah, that picture's
Yeah,
going up
that's
on the
going
Watch
up on the
Pit site and
site.
on the page. Send that to me, please, because that's going on the page.
That's a good one. That shows we have
It's
fun.
not bad.
I think that should replace his.
Shows me
No,
have
no, no.
fun.
No, we're gonna put that on the
Because
Facebook
most of this
page,
isn't fun
and we're
anymore.
gonna keep his ocean stuff on the site.
The fun is had in pregame.
All right, so we're gonna go with this for as much as I can remember.
So half an hour.
No, I don't mean the length of the game. I'm gonna mix up names. It's going to happen because Brad, what's the name of your sire? See,
Jackson Burton?
Jackson Burton. Isn't that your name?
No, I'm Alexander Stein. Although my real name is Thomas Kindle.
I love this.
Burton. Burton's
Tired
the sire.
GM is tired.
Yeah, yeah. All right, like you said, 3 kids. All right, so
Well, yeah, 3, but only 2 of them are psychotic.
no.
No, all of them are psychotic. You take that back.
The one keeps to themselves.
Jackson Burton. Jackson Burton. All right. Okay, Burton.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. All right. Mnemonic memory. That's what that's called, right? Isn't that what that is?
Eidetic memory.
I'm asking Jill because I think despite Nick's intelligence with his education,
He wants to stab you in the
his
fucking
everything
face.
going on right now, I don't trust his advice to me right now.
I'm Nick and Imagine.
So Jill is my only bastion of hope for
I mean,
sense.
look at his expression. I wouldn't trust him either.
Look at him. I've never actually seen him wear the hood up.
He's
He looks
channeling
sinister as shit. And he's sitting next to that guy.
He's channeling his inner rabbit right now.
Is it a rabbit from 8 Mile?
Wait, okay, we gotta both have the hood. All right, so we both gotta have the hoods on. Both have the hoods on, except Nick's gonna be staring dead.
Yeah, if
So,
I
so you're saying Nick's dressed up like Bunny Rabbit from 8 Mile? That's what's going on? He's just staring me down through the pop filter. Can I get you anything before we start? You hungry? Want anything? Get another Red Bull or anything?
I'm good.
All right. All right. It's been about 3 weeks. After everything that happened, needless to say, all of your sires were pretty pissed off. Except for yours. He was actually pretty surprisingly okay with things. He was like, well, these things happen for a reason. Come along. And, like, you know, escorted you out from all the shitstorm. Meanwhile, your sire's pissed and he beat the shit out of you.
Yes, he did.
He beat the hell out of you. And at one point, you thought he was going to take your eye, just so you matched him. But in the end, he just ended up sticking a fork in it. And it hurt really bad, but it healed. You have an eye patch.
Mm-hmm.
And the flesh around that eyeball socket is like Freddy Kruegered.
I figured I would be just wearing the whole big one. It just covers the whole side of my head, so I don't
What?
have... What, just a bigger eye patch rather than showing off the scarred skin?
Make it like the McPoils. It's flesh colored.
It's flesh. You drew another crappy eye on it. Is my eye look okay?
Probably better than walking around looking like Freddy Krueger.
Well, no, because you think about that, and you know Burton, he ends up like smacking you across the face, and he goes, "You wear your scars." He's like, "Learn from it, grow, and every time that you see this and you feel that pain, remember the mistakes that you and your allies made and what they can cost you, and what they potentially might have cost us." You found a hunter in this city. Do you remember what they did to London? They cleared it out. They cleared it out. He's like, you're lucky the prince showed leniency and left you alive. Especially after the debacles you and your cohorts have already caused in a very small amount of time. The minute I let you out of my care, bodies started dropping everywhere. You would have seen that if you had had 2 eyes. So, while you originally wanted to be vain and cover that, he recommends that instead of doing so, you can use that. Actually, add a dot to your intimidation. Because it looks pretty hardcore.
I kind of had to hold it together when you said grow, and I'm like, because we were calling him Flaccid Snake.
Flaccid Snake. Your face looks like half a ball sack. I'm getting laughter out of Nick again, finally. Jesus. This dude was plotting on killing my ass as soon as I fell asleep. Now I got chuckles a little bit. All right.
It's a false sense of security.
It's a false. That didn't rhyme, B-Rabbit. You calm yourself down. You speak in rhyme or you don't fucking talk to me. All right. So, 3 weeks have passed, and you're being led over to the penthouse by your sire. And you're very, like, just, I don't know, emasculated, I guess, by the whole situation. You took your lumps. You took your beatings. And, you know, after that was done, he pretty much he brought you over a beer and shit. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, you get it? You were like, ugh. He's like, drink this shit. Just threw it at you. You were literally locked in your room. And when it was, you know, he'd let you get hungry as hell. And then once in a while, he would kick a person in there. Like, he would send room service in to your room. And that was when you would feed. And he made you live that way for 3 weeks. He said, as of tonight, I'm releasing you back into the company of your friends. I assume you've learned your lesson. Yes?
Sorry, I thought you were talking about him.
He's like, was I looking in the wrong side of your face?
Depth perception.
I'm going to ride this shit. Like, this is mine. He's like, I'm releasing you back into society. I assume you've learned your lesson?
The hard way.
Maybe it's the only way you'll learn. We'll figure that out whether or not I end up having this conversation with you again in 2 nights, or if dead hookers end up popping up all over the city once more.
Yes.
Yes. As you're getting ready to walk in, it's a little like beat up 1970s Beetle hatchback pulls up in front of this swanky building, and Voltaire steps out with his sire. Who's this dude who's like shaved bald? He's just, I don't know how to explain him. All right, you guys have seen the new. You saw the new season of American Horror Story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. Do you remember the guy who plays Aleister Crowley or Anton LaVey? Remember when they go to meet the Antichrist, the bald guy with the goatee?
Yeah.
That's what your sire looks like.
Okay.
All right,
I thought it looked like Newman.
like Newman.
You made him Monty.
Did I?
That's what you based
I
him
already
off
did
of.
that.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, we're gonna stick with that then. That's unfortunate.
I could have
All
two
right.
sires. Is that a thing?
I made him look different.
I
look
want two
different,
dads.
everybody. See? Nobody cares. All right. Nature
God
finds
damn
a
it, Brad. I was gonna make that joke.
nature finds a way. All right. So as you guys are heading in,
It's life finds a way.
my bad. Jesus, you haven't even listened to the Jazz album yet. Okay, you're not a big
When you
fan.
mess up Goldblum lines.
He hasn't even listened to the
that's it.
album yet.
That's it. No.
He doesn't count. Have you even seen The Fly?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Good.
I've seen the fly.
He's gonna be agitated once more, calling in
I'm
his
getting-
Goldblum credibility.
I'm getting into character.
Okay. All right. And I'm not going to interrupt that. As you're walking up to the door, you see Bartleby and his sire. And what did I name your sire? Do you remember?
Monty.
Is it Monty?
Yep.
All right, cool. Your sire? Do you remember? Sebastian and Monty. Sebastian's like, Monty, how you doing? He's like, hello again, Sebastian. It's good to see you. I assume you had words with your childer? And Sebastian's like, did we have words?
And then some.
Yep. And Monty goes, good. I also had words. And you flash back to like him taking you aside and being like, wasn't there anything smarter you could have done? And you started giving off a list of things you could have done smarter. And he goes, good. Learn from it. And that was the extent of your punishment. That was it. He literally was just like, did you think things through? And you were like, no. And he's like, next time think things through. And you went, okay. That's your getting chewed out. He got starved. You got beaten. You got like,
I got a fork in the eye.
what did we learn?
This is not fire.
He got a fork stuck in him.
You got fork stabbed. It's another Rick Boyle reference.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So those two, literally, as soon as they start talking, Sebastian like throws an arm around Monty, and Monty kind of cringes because he's not a big physical contact guy. But they still walk inside together and leave you two to walk in on your own together. You say, "Who?"
So, wonder if his eye actually healed.
I don't think so.
I. I don't think so. Okay. All right. So, you two walk in. You catch the elevator up. You head on up. You know that drill. And you two walk in, and Burton is standing there with Stein. I'm just gonna call you Stein, just because that's the part that sticks into mind. Alexander Stein.
Yeah.
There we go. So there it's there. Stein is standing there with Burton, and he's definitely got his head tilted down a little bit. The flesh around his eyeball socket's all pickled and shriveled. And he's got an eye patch that he wears now, covering that. It didn't mess with your hair though. I'll give you it's right here. You know what I mean? It's not your whole face. It's right there.
I don't want the two-face
No.
treatment.
You can see the scar tissue around the eye patch, but it doesn't go much further than that. I don't want to mess up your social roles and stuff. So
So do we see him?
yeah.
I just kind of nudge Voltaire and go, holy shit.
I don't say anything.
Everybody has to preface their eyes with another
So
eye.
you see them all walk in. What is your character feeling at this moment as they walk in?
About half.
I'm trying to figure out my next direction. I
I
took it from you.
you can't just gotta take it back, bro. It doesn't matter.
Nope, I don't have two of those. I only have one.
You can't patch over my jokes.
But I can try and cover them.
Than you.
Yeah, Brad, don't even attempt it. You will
You
lose
can say
this
you're a
fight.
star pupil. I know. Just give it up, dude. Let's not waste our time. So do this.
Not a competition. I'm loopy.
We're all tired. All right. So what are you feeling?
Awful.
Okay, that's very vague.
At this point, just need to get back on the direction because we are still on a mission.
You need to focus.
Just a little.
Okay. I've realized that Jill's the only person that'll laugh at a joke once you've buried it, dug it back up, tossed it back out, and you keep
It's
beating
so
that
bad,
horse.
it's good.
And you just keep going. All
Do
right.
you think she keeps me around?
Yeah, I guess. All right. So, what do you say to them?
Good evening. You guys ready to pick back up where we left off?
He just stares at
My mouth agape just. Yeah.
Nice to see you, Alexander.
As with you. If anything, we can just leave it as a lesson of just how strong a hunter can be if he gets the drop on any of us.
Burton turns around. Burton's been kind of conversing with Monty and Sebastian. And he walks over and he goes, "Yes, that is a smart lesson." He goes, "Now let's take into consideration what a small army of them could do with coordination and technology that we cannot use." Sounded a little bit frightening? Because that's the world we're living in. That's why we're so frustrated. The Camarilla can ill afford mistakes like this. Not to make sure you get my point, but you all get my point, correct? And he looks over at you,
Yes, sir.
Burton.
Has there been any word on anyone looking around for you?
Nick's face. Who are you saying that to?
To him, because the hunter had actually called out his name specifically.
He goes, "Not as of yet, but I'm not concerned because I know how to stay hidden and control my movements."
Out of plain sight, yes.
Was that on purpose? All right, good. All right. That was on purpose for anybody who couldn't see him nod vigorously like a man-child. Okay. So he's like, "Well then, now that we have come across where we all need to be together on this topic, I'm going to assist you briefly with one little bit of advice. If you're looking to find where the Anarchs are in this city, you would do well to go here." And he hands you a slip of paper. And you recognize it, actually. It's a bar on the outskirts of the city. He goes, "There's a woman there by the name of Evelyn. She is a Bruja interview. She is a member of the Camarilla. If there's anyone that can help you track down where these people are hiding in the city, either she'll know or she'll know people who know. But I recommend, as you speak to her, you show her respect. She is not any older than any of you per se, but her temper, let's just say her patience can be found lacking. Courtesy should be shown. We're clear? And also, she's a resource. What do you not want to do with resources? He looks over at you, primarily.
Waste them.
That's right. He goes, think before you act. And any time that you're wondering whether you're making the correct decision or not, do me a favor. Touch the scar tissue on your eye socket. And think twice before you act. Don't chase people down alleys. Don't throw dumpsters. Don't speak of what you are in public like children who just got a hold of their first pornographic magazine.
Garfic.
You should have went with kids who got hold of their dad's gun for the Jurassic Park reference.
Oh man, I did. I can't drop quotes on Jurassic Park. I saw it in theaters, believe it or not.
Did you
I
really?
did. But I just can't quote it. I can't. I've seen it a couple times. I love it, but I can't quote it. It's like you've seen Dawn of the Dead, probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you quote it?
No.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
There we are. Not the remake, the old one, right?
Yeah.
All right, just making clear on that. Okay.
I need my slow-mo toilets.
The only cool part of that movie is the opening, the remake. Actually, no, the remake had a couple of good moments. I hated it when I was a kid because it was so different. But hey, don't talk to me about focus. Talk to Brad. Okay.
I'm hyper-focusing.
It's the eyes. Okay. Side note, for future reference, I'm going to be honest with you, Brad. When it comes to certain things where you need to observe things, you're going to get a dice penalty.
I know.
So maybe it would not be a bad idea for you when the time comes to burn some experience and make some vampire friends.
Burn.
Fine. Yeah, it's reaching, but I'll give it. Maybe it's time for you to dig into auspex.
Right.
Because in theory, you could use auspex instead of your regular vision to overcome that negative. Just a thought.
Yep.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? Oh,
So how do you finish his speech?
I didn't even check. You are Hunger 2.
Fuck.
Hunger 2.
Yep.
Hunger 1. Hunger 3.
Oh, right. I'm good.
You guys thought I was going to forget about the hunger dice. Hell, that was my favorite part of this game. So, you guys are all just standing there. What's your course of action?
Do you finish his speech?
Yep.
Okay.
Did they leave?
They're
I-
in their penthouse.
Okay.
You're the ones going somewhere.
So, you guys ready to go, or...?
Yes. Might have to grab a snack on the way.
There it is. Okay. So, what are you guys doing? You gotta tell me in action.
Is there a nice full-size sedan that we can take in this place that we could drive over there? Maybe one not as sporty.
Because driving the Sire's car worked so well last time.
Yes.
Maybe one of his crappier ones.
Make sure it has a big enough
Huh?
trunk, too, just
I
in
know.
case.
Huh?
We need to make sure it has a big enough trunk this time, just in case.
Right.
The one had no trunk.
No, it did.
No.
I just had to get creative.
That's gonna be blood
I'm
everywhere.
ripping
else.
off the limbs. Which one? All of them? What are you doing with them? Oh, I'm just rearranging them and putting them in.
So what about the blood? There's no blood left.
You're right. I'm not a hard storyteller to work with. Well, all right.
Just when it comes to the bone zone.
The bone zone. Nerfed his ass the next game, man.
God damn Icarus.
Flew too close to the sun.
It got stronger in all other regards.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm following Alexander because he is the leader.
Well, do we still
Remember though,
You're an
unlike
advisor.
him, you don't answer to him.
Nope.
He, in theory, has to answer to you to an extent. You give advice and recommendations and knowledge and foresight. Not a
I'm
merit.
bitch boy.
You're yeah, exactly. So while you are to work and further his agenda, you're not his slave by any means. This dude's his bitch. You are not. All right.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead, guys. You gotta.
do we still have access to being able to use some of his vehicles?
Yes. He
That's
feels
what
like he made his point.
Okay, that's something that I probably should have at least.
Like, during those 3 weeks, he starved you to frenzy, like, twice.
Awesome.
And then when you started to break all the shit in your room, he staked you. And left you staked overnight.
Oh, all right.
Like, he was like, stop breaking the glass. You're like, "Argh." Yeah, Jill, just so you know, in this game, staking doesn't kill you. It puts you into something called torpor,
Okay.
which is where you're pretty much paralyzed and asleep until someone pulls the stake back out.
God.
It's a fate worse than death if you never get out of it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, let's just take a less conspicuous car and drive our way over there to whatever address you have. Someplace you've been before?
I'm familiar with it, yes.
That might make it a little easier.
Do you guys hear that rattling? Is it just me?
I hear a lot of things.
You know what I hear?
I'm losing my mind. Okay.
Extra work for Nick.
I've been behaving. I've even been chewing the gummy snacks away from the microphone. All right. So, stop looking at me like that. Don't do that. Don't do it.
It makes him want to lock his
Chill,
doors
B-Rabbit.
harder.
All right. So, what are you doing?
Well, we're off to meet our new contact.
I thought we
Talking
were going
to.
to feed first.
Huh?
Thought we were going to feed first.
I gotta do it on the way.
That worked so well last time.
I have to go out and find it anyway. Mine's a little harder than punching somebody in an alley.
Not really, because then they're depressed and you can feed off them.
Do you feel bad that you beat yourself up? No.
Isn't it?
How about now?
I think Brad's type is feeding off depressed people,
It is.
That's why.
Interesting.
and that's dark. Like he chose that. I didn't have him do that.
That's why I had to go get him a junkie.
He tried to get him a junkie.
Yes, we were about to go meet the Sire. Also, if a person is drugged up or has any kind of drugs in them, when you drink their blood, you get the effects of that.
Makes sense.
So when you drink the people who are drunk in your bar, you get drunk.
It won't
Great.
work if you just try to take the drugs yourself or anything like that. It has to be in the blood of feeding for someone.
Okay.
All right, guys. Who's
All right.
doing what?
I guess I'm driving.
down to the garage.
So you guys head down to the garage. What type of sedan are you taking? I'll say he had choices, so I'll give you some limited decision. If you say a Chrysler 300, I'm gonna hit you with a car.
How about a Lincoln?
You gotta say like a town car.
Go for it.
All right, it's non. You know, those are nice cars, but not no, but they're very
You
nondescript.
Do not want to stick out
Exactly.
as low key as possible, whatever car that is.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
As you
And
pick
then
the
you wonder-
sportiest car.
And then you realize again who, frighteningly enough, even though he's the sire of one of the head vampires, the child of one of the head vampires, the smartest one is the guy advising him. The thought scares you lightly. All right, so he hands you the keys.
I take him.
Brad, what are you doing?
Getting in the back. Wait. Yeah, now I'm getting in the back.
Hey, give me an etiquette roll. Ah! Wits and etiquette. Oh, Lenny. How quickly we forget. Look at Nick. He's like, oh, shit.
The car's going to explode in the garage, isn't it?
Yep. That's the hunter just walks away smoking cigarettes.
Vampire's over.
Idiots. Let's get back to Mage, guys.
So Zoo campaign?
Zoo campaign? Nick's like, no.
I'd do Zoo Campaign.
You realize that you forgot again that you're supposed to open the door for him.
He just said he'd get him back.
He goes to get him back, and then he stops
So
and looks
I-
at the handle.
I go and open the door for him.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Are you also going to open the other side door for... Where are you going to sit?
I'll probably sit in the back with it.
You
What's
walk
your
around...
character's name again? Alex.
Alexander. Yeah.
So you go to sit in the back. You walk around, because now that'll be the one behind the driver.
Mhm.
Are you opening it yourself, or are you waiting for him to open it for you?
I'll open it myself. in that
Good.
case.
Good, because he doesn't work for you. And I was going to play off on that. I was kind of hoping for it. Okay. You open it, hop on in, close it yourself. You see he lets himself in and sits in the back behind it.
Alright, so I'm gonna get in and start the car.
What is that?
Give me a wits and awareness roll.
You gave me no etiquette.
That's your problem.
I know.
You play a biker, dude. Whatever.
What's success in this?
Hmm?
What's success in this?
7 or above.
7 up.
Nothing.
Get any ones?
Yes.
Yes, I got a 1.
On what die, Nick?
Hold on. That's
on
a 0.
On,
That's a 0.
No,
you
I didn't roll that one.
What die, Nick?
On my new vampire dice.
Oh,
I-
okay.
Oh, thank God.
But you still botched.
I did.
Man.
Well, it's like
No
every,
awareness.
it's like
First
Every
roll
time.
again. First roll
Every
again.
time. You are the first one to blotch.
Man.
It's almost as though the story's going down.
Sorry, Jill. You might not get to play tonight.
No, I didn't intend that. I never intended it.
Just like the last
I
Zoo
read.
campaign.
I don't know if you're serious or not because, like, the first 3 rolls you started playing as Val again, you botched.
Twice.
I don't intend to do it.
Where's
I don't
your phone,
want to
Nick?
take.
Oh. Oh.
Over there.
Already?
Go get your phone.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of text on this.
Chris,
Already.
do you remember what that roll was so that way I can actually sense out my, there was something. There was a roll for this.
Give me a wits and resolve roll.
You're already starting with the texting. Oh, God. And he's rolling again. 1, 2.
All right.
That too.
Take an additional hunger.
Okay.
There it is. Welcome to Malkavians.
There it is.
It's gonna go wrong eventually.
Oh yeah.
Eventually.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just started.
Nick is the king of botching. He really is.
I
He
know.
botches all the time, and he accepts it. Even like in this game, he can't choose whether or not he accepts it. It just happens. In Chronicles of Darkness, this dude's like, "Slap me, daddy, harder, choke me." He's like, stick that pipe cleaner up my dick hole. I love it. Botch, 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 botch.
That was a little too descriptive.
No, I'm not. I think the night's just getting started. All right.
The night's just getting started. It's almost 2:30.
You give me a wits and awareness roll.
Oh, Jesus.
All this just to get in a car.
Yeah. But how many times did I have to tell them, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
True.
They're all like being tired. All right, so you have this feeling, like you're just feeling, and you slowly like turn your head to look behind you, and this dude's literally got his fingertips grasped into the back of the chair, leaning over like this, staring at you with the craziest fucking eyes you have ever seen. He looks like he's practically drooling. His fangs have extended like a little bit, and he bites them back. And you see him twitch a couple times, and his eye, one of those eyes just goes like shakes, and then you're, you know, he just looks at you like, yes.
So, we need to find you something to eat. Fast.
Yes.
All right, Brad, you just look out of nowhere because, you know, you slide in. Voltaire slides in beside
Right.
you. And suddenly he does this. He goes, like he's hearing something. And then he just slowly looks at him in front, puts his fingertips on the back either side of the seat, and he just leaned forward. And then he went, and then he just sat back. You saw all of it. You saw all of it. And
Good thing I'm sitting on the right side of the car
you're a
because
little
I have a
rattled.
left eye.
You're a little rattled. You're a little like, all right, everything's okay.
I think we're gonna sit in front now. I
No.
know, I'm kidding.
All right. So
I touch my scar.
you sit back. You sit back in your seat. You know, whatever you didn't really. You could swear you heard something a minute ago. You could swear you had an impulse a minute ago, but you feel fine now. You look over, and Stein is just looking at you like you are a rabid badger. Like he's just looking at you like he's looking at you a little scared. And you can't for the life of you fathom why.
Has he ruined the seat?
No, he just dug in really tight. The creases are already popping back out.
Good.
You're like, eat him if you must. Do not destroy the upholstery. We can replace the car. All right. So,
Start the car and
the best part is you have literally no clue what's going on. Like, you're looking at your face, like, as a player, you're like, what the hell just happened to my character? Almost something terrible. Let's put it this way, I could have been a lot worse with that botch. I was doing that before the botch. Could have been really bad.
so we're gonna head to the. We're gonna find some for both of them to eat.
All right, so where you heading?
It would be advised to open the garage door before leaving the garage.
You have a thought.
All right. Well, hang on. What do you feed off of?
What do I feed off of?
Look
I
at
forget.
his
Sheet
sheet.
in front of you, man. I don't
I
know.
forget what it wasn't.
Clan Bane.
Oh, it was sleeping people. They have to sleep. He's a Sandman.
That's right.
And you think to yourself, people do pass out at bars.
It's true.
Kill two birds, one stone. The faster you can get to Eevee, the faster you can accomplish your mission. And you can get them fed. Give me a wits roll.
Sorry, Nick. 1.
But part of you thinks, do I really want to bring these mad assholes to a place anywhere where they haven't fed yet, where it's important we be smart? So now you have decisions to make. Can they control themselves long enough to feed while they're there and not blow everybody's cover?
Him, no.
You don't know that. You just know he was looking at you really wild for a minute.
But if we take him to the bar and he goes nuts, we run the risk of losing a resource.
On the other hand, where are you going to find other sleeping people quickly?
All those homeless people. Wait.
I was gonna say,
You walk down the alley, it's just a dude standing with lighter fluid. He's like, again?
Can you
Need
take
some
a nap for me?
variety.
Can you at least take a nap for me? Then I'll let you do whatever.
Go to sleep, please.
Does your forgettability still work, or do they have to look into both your eyes?
I haven't tried.
That's funny to me. Sorry.
Is that
It still works.
It does.
out of character? Yes. In character? I don't know.
I'm not going to punish you to that level.
Don't worry. My punishment's I only have one more chance.
Well,
Is it a chance die or a chance I?
Boo.
Ooh, this man.
so I'm just kind of spitballing here, but could make a pit stop at an old folks' home. They'd already be sleeping. I guarantee we can find you a depressed one. Minimum security. We just gotta watch out for cameras.
Yes, the fine suited
Brad,
gentleman
I can't
and
the...
the
You're actually wearing something over your eye. It is killing me. With the cloak and the thing over your eye.
it's a jacket. The cloak is at home.
Sorry.
Be
Sorry.
careful with your terminology.
You're right. I'm wrong. I apologize.
It keeps me warm.
Hey, Brad.
Hi.
Please don't piss him off.
Him or him?
Yeah.
Probably both.
No, he can tank it. Whatever. It's funny when Nick tanks shit.
I don't ever intend to.
I know, that's why it's funny.
For the record, though, when someone, I appreciate someone telling me they're gonna tank shit, instead of trying to be as slick about it. You were so mad that night.
Yeah, I was very.
I'm gonna fucking
very
ruin this
pissed.
game.
I said it.
I was like, bring it, and then you're like, all right. You're like, fuck it, you
And
ruined my
just-
game.
balls out on the table.
And I was like, there goes my game. All right, he did it.
I killed every one of the most creative ways I could think of, too.
Didn't kill Toby. Toby made it, and he came back to hassle my characters another day.
And then ended up dying.
And then I killed Toby.
This-
But Toby ain't gone. Toby's
Eh.
too fun. I like Toby as a character.
Still tanked your game.
You did. It was a one-off. He wasn't ruining my campaign or anything. To anybody listening, he's not a dick like that. He was just mad because I was making him play a different game
No,
out of nowhere.
no.
Okay, it was the whole you told me I was playing a demon thing, but I didn't mean to do it. That was an accident, and then you just decided to be a petty little bitch.
Yeah, I did.
It was funny though.
At least I made it fun.
Yeah. Yes, what you want to say?
So, go ahead, you uppity asshole. What were you going to say? That was out of character.
You mean in character?
No, that was out of
Oh, he's in real life. So Greg is calling Nick an uppity asshole.
No, calling him an uppity asshole because he started saying something.
Oh, okay. Oh God, he's flipping through the book. He's rule lawyering.
No. I'm just trying to remember how many successes you need for that special ability to sense people. It's a part of the Ventru thing.
We'd be going to an old folks home. They want to die.
I would advise us not going to the old folks' home.
Where would you advise us going then?
To the bar, so that Evie can play.
That's my only concern. That's why I was putting the other
That-
side because she's been like that.
Okay.
However, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna play it up. There is a chance that things can go south because of it.
It is 4.
What?
It requires 4 successes for it to work for me.
Why?
That's what the rule is for how it works. The resolve plus awareness with difficulty 4. That's how my ability to sense the blood type I need
Yeah, but
works.
the difficulty's 4.
Yeah, I need 4 successes.
Okay, but you didn't mention that part at first. So
I
it's
know, that's what
difficulty
I was
4.
trying to tell you. I was trying to find that.
Maybe it'd be faster for you to read without one of your eyes covered like a fucktard.
No, I just didn't know the page.
Maybe you only read half of the paragraph.
There's no picture on the right. There's a picture on the right side. I don't need that side anyway.
All of the books you read need pictures.
Oh my god, who cares?
All right,
I
so-
advise us to go to the bar.
Lenny, you're the one with the keys.
I would advise us
You
to
decide
still
whether or not your
open it.
girlfriend gets to play tonight or not.
But I also have to listen to the advisor and him.
And
You
I
have to-
still
you have
advise us to
listen
open
his
up the garage.
advice, but you don't have to take it. He's not in charge of you.
I would advise us still opening up the garage door because we still haven't done that.
I opened the garage door.
I'm so sorry for us, Jill.
The cops roll in. You're under arrest. We know you're vampires.
Bradley?
Let's heed his words.
Okay.
To the bar you go. All right.
I just want you guys to know that I don't agree with this. So when it comes back to bite us in the ass,